Yes, we are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arauca Navo TV Breakfast Show. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. Actually, let's say it's 18 minutes past 7 a.m. in the morning. Karibu, 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 wherever you are. And I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to log in, tune in, and I welcome you on my broadcast. Remember, the Arauca Navo TV Breakfast Show is live streaming on 6 platforms concurrently, which includes the Vote TV YouTube channel, the Nelson Mike Podcast YouTube channel, my KNL Facebook page, my private page on Facebook, and also on Twitter at Vote Television. Karibu, 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 karibu. Those who are here, if you're tuning in, if you're coming in here right now, just feel free to say hi. Let me know where you're watching from and be my guest and like this broadcast. Share this broadcast, and if you're new, subscribe as we continue to grow and make an impact on our community and our people. Again, we are back. Thank you very much. Who do we have? Michelle Ochola saying Nikondani. Michelle, welcome. Karibu, karibu, karibu. Who else is here? Mary Chuchu. Who else is here? Sela Edwards. Welcome. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes just to tune in. And we are going to focus on one story and one story only. The story of our sister, DAMARY Osita. I broke this story yesterday. I had my special guest, Jerry, all the way from Dubai, who works at the airport, ambaye aliweza kutuambia yale ambayo ilifanyika pale airport. Lakini kulikuwa na maswali mengi jana. And let me tell you something. I want to reveal something to you. That when you're serving your purpose and when you're serving your God in heaven, when you walk with God and you put God in everything that you do, God will always shed light where there is darkness. Naturally, on this platform, I've solved murder cases, I've solved rape cases, I've solved some of the most complicated cases that have affected victims of oppression. And again, yet again, my God in heaven came through. And I now know everything that happened to our sister. It's a sad story. Kwa hivyo, get your cup of coffee, get your cup of tea, and I will walk you through the story of DAMARY Osita, who unfortunately did not make it. She died yesterday in Dubai at Qasim Hospital. Thank you, Watoidi. Welcome. And by the way, Watoidi, I haven't forgotten you. You just remember that you know that I'm very caught up here with a lot of stuff. I haven't even left the house. And one thing I want to say, and I mentioned that yesterday, last night, I said the moment I received the news that DAMARY had passed away, I went back to sleep. Na sikuangalia simu yangu tena. So today, right here on Vote TV, I'm going to tell the world what has been revealed to me from a very, very credible source that I spoke to, that reached out to Vote TV. We had a conversation of exactly 59 minutes, a conversation that I recorded. And that conversation, I will air that podcast on the 22nd of November for security reasons. My source of all this information will remain anonymous. I will not mention any names, again, for security reasons. Fact is, it's time to tell the world the truth. Kumbuka kulikuwa na maswali mingi sana. kulikuwa na maswali mengi vile aliingiaje kwa ndege, waliwezaje kulet Damari a check-in in Saudi Arabia? Was she alone? Who took her to the airport? All these questions have been answered. This case is still under investigation, but Vote TV today, this morning, I will tell you what I know. I will walk you through the life of Damari Osita, the past 3 months, 4 months, for you to understand what really happened. Those who are tuning in, like this broadcast, share, and be my guest. If you're new, subscribe to the channels. Wacha naangalia Lucy Smith, Auntie. So I'm gonna make this baby small. I want to focus. I want to focus on this story. I want to bring clarity to the story of Damari. Like I said, I will show you pictures that you have never seen before or anywhere else. But of course, for those who are screen recording the broadcast, or those who are here to follow this case, make sure you report exactly what I say with accuracy. Okay? Antiwa, Norway. Are you in Norway? Antiwa, Norway. I like that. Antiwa, Norway. Are you in Norway? Thank you very much. So this is breaking news. Before I even proceed, let me say thank you to our sister Njeri. Njeri, you did a phenomenal job. Ulifanya kazi mzuri sana. That really shows, or that's actually what it means to be a sister's keeper. Asante sana. I thank you very much. I thank you for what you said yesterday. Yale ambayo uliongea jana. Njeri, Mungu akubariki as you continue working at the airport in Dubai. Now, wacha niseme ya kwamba jana usiku someone reached out, someone who's very close to Damari, someone who was heartbroken after finding out what had happened to Damari. We spoke, and we spoke. And at one point, she was choking with tears. It's a very sad story. Now, I want to start with this image on my screen right now. Kumbukeni ile picha ambayo tuliona pale kwa airport. It was a very disturbing image. There was the mention of alikuwa na vidonda mwili wote. Let me keep this one right here. And tuliambiwa vile aliingia pale screaming kwa sababu ya uchungu. vile alikuwa anajikojolea. Kwenda choo. Kwa hivyo, let's look at this picture here. Angalia hii picha. These are pictures that have been sent to me. Give me a second. These pictures, ukiangalia hii picha, unaona ya kwamba Damari ana nywele. Na ukiangalia hii picha, waona pia vile kuna vidonda. You can see all these marks, right? Can make this bigger. There you go. Unaona all these marks. You come here, alikuwa ashanywa mpaka nywele. And I'm going to explain to you why. If you look at this, all this. So I want to, first of all, make something very, very clear. I want to make something very, very crystal clear. Damari Osita was not physically abused. Damari Osita was working for a family, an Arab family. Her employer is actually that family. That family, they have 3 domestic workers, and among those 3 domestic workers, 2 of them are Kenyans. And that family has 2 doctors. What you're seeing here has nothing to do with physical abuse. This is an allergic reaction. Damaris alikuwa na allergy. Let me come back here. Be coming back here, Neleza. So, Damaris alikuwa na allergic reaction. Alikuwa na allergic reaction. Yeah. And by the way, I see Baba Ndongo, you're here. So Baba Ndongo, what you have to do is, I want you to, for today, hold back on your thoughts. I always keep on saying you are a very interesting character, but I always welcome you here. So don't jump into something that I've not spoken. This is a very sensitive case, and I'm telling you what I know. So this has nothing to do with talking about liver problems. There's nothing about liver problems here. So Damari alikuwa na allergic reaction to chemicals, perfumes, and this is something which she knew akifanya kazi pale kwa Morabu. Okay, but check this out. She never spoke about it. Ujua alikuwa ataka afanye kazi pale kwa Morabu, naendelea kulipwa ndiye aweze kusaidia watoto wake nyumbani. She's a mother of 2. Her oldest son ako class 8 ama anamaliza primary school. So she had that problem, lakini hakutaka kafiri wake ajue. Mind you, this home where she was working, it's a house with 4, I think it's, yeah, not thinking. The house has 4 floors. There are 3 domestic workers, and they are Kenyans. Walikuwa wanafanya kazi na Damari. Are we clear? Her closest friend in the house knew about this and became Damari's sister. Na akaanza kumsaidia. Akaanza kumsaidia. Ni ambao mnafanya kazi kwa Arabu, usually kuosha nyumba mnatumianga Clorox. You deal with a lot of chemicals when you're working, right? So Damari was hopeful. Yeye alikuwa anasema tu atavumilia, amaliza contract yake, aende nyumbani, atibiwe. Lucy baby, if you ain't got no bundles, I'll stay here for 2 hours. If you ain't got no time, there are 2 ways. You can either come here, speak on my behalf, or just sit there and wait. People are funny. So that was a problem she had. And I'll continue showing you more pictures. Again, these are pictures that have never been seen before. I have pictures and I have videos. So let's do this. I'm gonna bring the next picture I'm gonna bring the next picture. Ndio hiyo. So hapa ndio utaona vizuri kabisa. Unaona? You see this? You see the face, right? Let me make this bigger. There you go. There you go. So at one point, the allergic reaction ikaanza kuwa too much. Again, I'm going to make this bigger. Unaangalia all these dark spots. All this. Kumbuka Njeri akituambia mambo za vidonda. Unaziona? Kwa hivyo hizi vidonda zilikuwa I want to stick to the vidonda part. Kwa sababu tukiangalia ile picha ya jana, there are too many questions about hizo vidonda alikuwa nazo. So, and she kept on working like this. Wakati around, and this was actually around August, September, Kumbuka familia ya hii familia alikuwa anafanyia kazi, there are two doctors who are ndio alikuwa kafiri wake. Two doctors, two women who are both doctors. So wakati hii allergy ilianza kuonyesha hivi, they will get her medication. And that's gonna show in the and by the way guys, you better prepare for the next picture. And kwa hivyo alikuwa anatumia hizo, alikuwa anajipaka hiyo cream. Kuna cream alikuwa anampatia, so sometimes anajipaka hiyo allergy inaisha, but she insisted that she has to keep on working. Dan will talk about the story of Diana. Nimeona umeandika hapo because I received a phone call here from the USA. We'll get into that. So she insisted on atafanya kazi. So like this picture is when the allergy was, the allergy was getting better, then she would keep on working. But she was struggling. She was struggling. She was struggling a lot. Tabitha Maina from Sweden, welcome. But as a mother, Damari I have been told she was the most hardworking person in that house. She was the most hardworking person in that house. The most. Everything that I'm presenting to you, I'm presenting everything with facts and facts only. These are you've never seen these pictures before. And I'm walking you through the whole process with the pictures. Now I'm giving you a background of what's going on. Vidonda ndizo hizo, na hizi vidonda zimejaa mwili yake yote imejaa vidonda. Now let me give a disclaimer that the next image that I'm going to show you guys is going to be very it's a heartbreaking image, and I'm going to explain to you what happened on this day. This image right here. This image right here. On this day, the family woke up. Kumbuka alikuwa na wasichana wengine ambao alikuwa anafanya kazi kwa hiyo nyumba. And on this day, she woke up in pain and she was screaming. And when they went to the room, this is how she was looking like. Angalia. She was in so much pain. You can see here, this is the creams ambazo walikuwa namnunulia. You can see them here. Lakini nataka uangalie uso. Let me also say something about what happened on this day. And the kids came, watoto wa kafiri walikuja, and when the kids saw Damari in this state, they started crying. When the employer came, remember they are both doctors. This was the worst stage of her. On this day, her allergy just became extremely worse. So I want you to compare. You go from here. Give me a second. You go from here. You go from here. Still, it was still bad, but now this was the worst. There you go. There you go. The worst. The allergy hit the worst stage. If we look at the face, she was still she was still applying the cream. My sister in Spain, Kenya, Spain, Agape, I see you. And on this day, Damari said, I want to go home for treatment. On this same day, the employer wakamwambia, we can take you for treatment at the hospital here in Saudi Arabia. Damari refused. Alisema hapana. Let's continue. And here, she really there you go. Kiangalia picture. So what will happen once the allergy was at its worst stage? You can see the lips, they get swollen, mdomo inafura, huko naangalia pia kumefura. Kwa hivyo this explains hizo vidonda alikuwa nazo, zile ambazo mlikuwa mnaona ile picha ya kwanza, zile picha za jana ambazo nilikuwa naonyesha hapa, the one that Njeri was taking from the airport, right? Mapua, you can see the face is swollen completely. And this is when she said on her own, she doesn't want to be taken to a Saudi hospital. She wants to go to Kenya. At one point, there was an attempt prior to get to her sister, but something was not right with the phone. So sister yake alikuwa anapata messages ambazo walikuwa namtumia kumwambia vile kunaendelea. But all that will be clarified in the interview that I held with the person who gave me all this information. I will release that podcast separately. So, but now you're getting a clear idea, kind of a clear picture, her last days in Saudi Arabia. So here is when they were like, okay, this is too much. Ameshindwa na kazi kabisa. And it was time for them to book a ticket and fly her back to Kenya. Now, there's one thing I kept on asking myself that question: how was Damary looking like? And there's something I'd like to show you. This is how Damary looked like. So again, another picture. She was weak. She was weak. Lakini she insisted on her own, I want to go and get treatment in Kenya. I don't know why she made that decision. Kuna watu ambao tumepoteza mtu anasema wacha nifanye tu kazi nivumilie, nitafutie watoto wangu. She comes from a very poor family. She's a mother of 2, and she was the breadwinner. She was the breadwinner. She was the breadwinner. Again, if you're watching this broadcast, make sure that you like this broadcast as we proceed. Hit that like button. Share. Because I have a responsibility and I want the world to know the story of Damary. And I don't want any misinterpretation of what happened. Those who are new here at Vote TV, join this movement, subscribe. Now, so the person that I was talking to and who gave me all this info, and again, I repeat, I will protect the identity. And there's something I would like to show you. I said, there's something I'd like to see. I want to see how she was looking like when she wasn't having the allergy. Alikuwa anakaaje? Because the only picture that I had ni akiwa kwa nile ya passport. You know, the one that we saw in the morning. So, hebu angalieni. This is Damary Osita. And I want that picture to stay there for a few minutes. This is Damary Osita. A mother of 2. A hardworking woman. Kama nilivyoambiwa na wasichana ya kwamba she was the most hardworking person in that house. The most hardworking person in that house. Yes, that's Damary. Florence umeingia late. That's Damary. That's our Kenyan sister that we've lost. I don't want anyone to be judgmental of why she never wanted to go to the hospital in Saudi Arabia and she says she wants to go and get treatment in Kenya. Tabitha Minor, there's nothing like poison in this case. Please, Tabitha umeingia ukiwa late. I want you to go back to the beginning of this broadcast and see exactly what I've been explaining. Grace Wanjiko, I haven't slept. And that's why I'm so grateful, because God opened the door and I now know everything. So we can do is I can actually, let me run the pictures backwards. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. She still wanted to keep on working and support her family. Masimongi, I'm only talking about DAMARY on this segment. I will not, I know I have 1,000 cases that I'm working on, but I just want to focus on this case today. I mean, on this, on the Rauka na Vote TV breakfast show. Okay. Now, the one thing that I kept on asking myself the whole time, even yesterday, was how did she leave the house? Who took her to the airport? How did she fly from Saudi Arabia? How did they let her in the plane? And how did she get to Dubai? I had all these questions. Now, on Vote TV, I'm going to make another announcement. DAMARY Osita was taken from the house, where she was working to the office by the son of her employer. Oh, Grace Wanjiko, you're in Dubai. I've seen that. Oh yeah, she passed on. Okay. So now, do you see now? Now we kind of are getting, you know, we're getting there. And like I say, you know, we got the Kenyan consulate in Dubai. They're working on it. They are coordinating with the Kenyan embassy in Saudi Arabia. The police are investigating all this stuff. But I'm giving you, this is my own findings that are 100% confirmed. And I hope we are crystal clear with that on that point. This is information that has been confirmed. I spoke with this individual for 59 minutes. And our whole conversation is on audio. I'll release that recording on November 22nd. So in 19 days. Kwa hivyo alipelekwa kutoka kwa nyumba, alipelekwa kwa ofisi, na kijana wa kafiri wake. Are we clear? Are we clear? Kwa hivyo, she was not poisoned. There was no physical abuse. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. But of course, we had to look at those factors, because we never knew anything. There was no information at all. I understand the power of this platform. This platform reaches out to millions of people across the world. So it's again my responsibility to present the facts when the facts are available. Those who are, there's going to be questions about why did she refuse to go to Saudi Arabia for treatment? Why did she not accept them? We will not. The only person who knows why is DAMARY, and she's not here. The only person who knows is DAMARY, and she's not here. She's gone. She's gone. Now, there's something, Fiva Bahati. I take my time. If see all these people, if you are going for microwave results, please jump on TikTok. You'll get microwave results in 2 seconds. This is Vote TV. If there's anything that I see Joyce Matra saying poverty is a curse, I agree. I agree. And I do believe that she was trying to hold on. Unasema wacha nifanye kazi mwezi ingine moja, nitafutia familia yangu nitumie watoto. Now, the one thing I want to say, let's go back to this picture here. Kuna picha ambayo nataka kuonyesha hapa. Okay, guys, start your own platforms and start your own channels. I'll be joining you. Nataka turudi hapa. Yes. So this is what there you go. Okay. Unaona walikuwa wanampatia hizi creams to treat the external wounds. But what these chemicals were doing, they were causing her organs were getting, her internal organs were getting damaged. These creams, okay, let me give an example. Nilikuwa na kesi ya Dorcas, the lady who had cancer. Akiwa Saudi Arabia alikuwa anapatiwa Panadol, anaambiwa ni because Saudi, the medication for everything ni Panadol. So alikuwa anampatia Panadol, lakini ndani the cancer was growing. So by the time they found out it was cancer, it was too late. In the case of Damari, walikuwa wanampatia hizi creams, but in real sense, her internal organs were getting damaged. On yesterday's shows that I did, I was always pointing at all the dark spots and all that stuff. That's a clear indication of her internal organs getting damaged. This could be, actually, let me go back to you, Babandongo. That could be the liver could have been damaged. All this stuff, So again, look, on this platform, I've solved murder cases. On this platform, I've solved rape cases. On this platform, I've solved some of the worst cases ever. This here is another presentation of facts. And I have to be very, very specific. I have to back up everything. I have the pictures. I got videos. There's actually can you guys just focus on Damari? We can talk about the rest. You have my number. Look at the Vote TV WhatsApp number. It's right there. You can hit me up. You can call me. And you can insult me all day. I'll just listen to you and I'll be laughing. Let's stick to the fact. On this segment, I'm only talking about Damari Osita and Damari Osita only. So actually, I wish I was trying to zoom in as much as possible to see kama naweza nikaona ni dawa gani alikuwa anapatiwa hapa. Which creams were they giving? Were they giving Damari? Alafu, of course, I said this one here. When I saw that picture, my heart stopped. Auntie Norway asking how long she was there for 1 year. 1 year. Grace Choge, we're asking for how long was she sick. So akitoka Kenya alikuwa na allergy alikuwa nayo, but it just kept on getting worse as she continued working. Actually, just to, and you will hear, because I'll bring that whole recording out, is 59 minutes. You'll hear the person explaining exactly even how they tried to. Ruth Mwangi watching from Hong Kong. Welcome. They were explaining. I was being told how they were trying to kumsaidia. But like for e.g., I'm gonna give some examples. They were trying to put less Clorox kwa maji. That's how they would try to. They tried to, to help her, support her. And oh yeah, story ya hiyo tutaingia Facebook. It's too much going on. Yes, she was No, what I want us to do is, um, this is how I want us to remember Damari. I want this picture here. Nataka hii picha ambayo iko hapa. This is how I want. This is my wish and my request to you. This is how I want Damari or Sita to be remembered. Michelle Ochola, thank you very much. I've seen that. I always tell people, our calling is not meant to be comfortable, but you just have to serve and keep on and keep moving on. When I was told that Damari amekufa, when those news were broken to me, I did not post anywhere. I went to sleep. I slept for exactly 4 hours. Usually I will come out here and post that immediately, and I did not post. I say no. So please do me a favor. Let this be the remembrance, exactly, the remembrance picture of Damari. Ruth Mwangi from Hong Kong, yes. I'm getting information about I have another case, another breaking case here at Vote TV of a lady called Diana, who died in Lebanon. Actually, as you hear, my phone is beeping. That's a family friend who is here in America. She's in New Jersey, and we will look into that story as well. Lakini for now, I want us to focus on Damari on this segment here, Rauka na Vote TV breakfast show. A mother of two. There was a request from the person who gave me all this information. That the authorities do all the best they can, mwili fika nyumbani vizuri, and B, support for those children. She was very, very specific about it. And she told me that in crying, and I mean, she was crying so much during the conversation that I even had to pause the interview multiple times. May God protect you wherever you are. And that's the story of Damari Osita. If you have any questions, you can you might ask. I can see what I can ask. We can do a quick Q&A. Shy Will, let me wacha niongee. Damari yako anataka kafiri wake ajue ako na allergy ya chemicals. So this came out with this history ya kuwa na allergy ya chemicals came out way too late at the stage when everything started showing up on her face. Okay. So for example, let's do this. Nitafanya hivi. Nataka tukuje hapa. Let me start with exactly this image here. This was the last stages, one of the last stages of you see the nona kichwa, nywele. So she even started losing hair. She started losing hair. This was shortly before she traveled. So, is that clear now? Yeah. So now, is anybody here in medicine? Anybody here who is in does medical studies, a nurse? Anybody? This is Africa. I see you. Welcome. Anybody? Yeah, that's something I also said yes. Yes, that's a possible. Naomi Njoki, thank you. Let's say allergy ni kama ilienda up kuwa skin cancer. Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking. And that's how it started damaging the internal organs. So unaona akijipaka hiyo cream ambayo alikuwa anamnunulia, alikuwa anasema ilikuwa inachoma sana. Okay? But yeah, I would say the same thing. I would say the same thing. I'll also do this. If there's anyone who wants to join me to come and talk, let me put the link in the comment section. If you want to come and say something, come and I can bring you in the studio, and you can talk and share a word. Check the comments. But I've explained my findings to the full capacity and to my best knowledge. And like I said, in about on the 23rd, I might even do it earlier, but depending on, I will release the full audio interview that I did with the person who gave me the information. That was very close to DAMARY. Salman Jeri is saying, I have a problem with Clorox flash vumbi. Mdosi wangu alikuwa akiniambia nisi vacuum, nitumie brush kufagia carpet, nilimwambia nirudishe ofisi. If you know, and let me now talk to people who are back in Kenya. Kama unajua uko na problem ya, kama uko na problem ya chemicals, tafadhali, Saudi Arabia is the last place you want to go and work. Look for other opportunities. Tafadhali. Tafadhali. Kama unajua uko na any form of allergy, chemicals, kama unajua ya kwamba uko na any chronic disease, for Christ's sake, don't waste your time applying for a job to go and work in Saudi Arabia. If you know, kuna wanawake wengine, mtu amezaa tu hivi, the wound is still fresh, and you leave the country And the next thing you get there, hii kazi si kazi rahisi. The work they do si kazi rahisi. Yes, poverty, umaskini. But what about your health? Your health is paramount. Your health is everything. Na unapata kama unapata mtu amefika pale, after 1 month, 2 months, niko na shida ya tumbo. You hear mostly about complaints za tumbo. She only worked for 1 year. 1 year. 1 year in Saudi Arabia. There's a video I'd like to show. No, sorry, I think it's gonna, if I play the video, it's gonna, because they're dancing to a song and then it's gonna be, okay. I'll put that video on YouTube. Sorry, on Facebook. And on that video, they were dancing in the house. And they are dancing, and it's like they're saying, if we finish the contract, if we go home, how we'll celebrate. That video made me also very emotional. You know, seeing her, unamwona, you know, she didn't make it. She tried. She tried. And the farthest she went was Dubai Airport. Nevertheless, of course, the office has some explanation to do. So I would like actually the office to explain how she left Saudi Arabia, because that part is still not clear. We don't know how she left the airport. Who took, did she, because there's no way that she checked in alone. Bila alikuwa anakaa. There is no way she checked in alone. There is no way. There is no way she checked in alone. So we need answers. There's still some answers. That's the only, from all this story, I mean, from everything that has happened, that's the only piece that I'm missing. Najua, she was taken by the son to the office, to her office in Saudi Arabia. So I'm hereby making a public request. Now the fact that I actually at Vote TV, I know everything. I know exactly what has happened. I would like the office to give a public statement and tell us how she left the office to the airport, how she was checked in. Was she accompanied by someone? Who was that person? And how did she end up being alone at the check-in desk, making the attempt to to board to go to Kenya? And with all this said and done, I think the biggest paradox in the DAMARY story is that her two employers, her bosses, are doctors. That's the biggest paradox for me. Yeah, Wangoi Washera, thank you very much. I want to point to that. Mwarabu akijua unaweza kufanya kazi hata ukiwa mgonjwa, huwa anaona ameangukia jackpot. Hata kama usifanya kazi, that's a fact. So, and if I go back to the images, so for example, let's see, like with Damari, you see, they still hapa anafanya kazi. As long as you're working and you're not saying whatever, yes, keep on working. But I understand also, I don't want to be too pushy here. I want to stick to the facts. Kwa sababu again, mtasikia the interview ambao nilifanya na the person who gave me all this information. Walikuwa namuuliza, Damari, should we take you to the hospital? And she would say no. That's a confirmation. So on that part, let's not fall on the family. You know, what do you do? What do you do in that kind of when you are in that situation, even as an employer? She was the most hardworking person in that house. Walikuwa watatu. Yeah. So all this again, yeah, E ni allergy. So this is what was going on. So unaona hata kujipaka your cream, it just heals the external wounds. It just heals the external wounds. It doesn't. So something was happening in the inside. There's someone who has mentioned here that probably it could have been, it grew up to be skin cancer, and everything is possible here. We remember the case is still under investigation. We definitely gonna get a report from Dubai what's happening, or what happened. They'll give us a report. So yeah. So, but for those who tuned in late, at this point, on this day, this is when it was apana. This was too much here. Hapo ndipo tayari alisema, I want to go home. This picture was really also had me emotional. Na hapa ndipo nimemwambia kwamba and you will hear from the audio interview, even the kids from her boss, when they came in, they started crying. Walimwona akiwa hivi wakaanza kulia on this day. On this day. So that's a Damari story. That's a Damari story. Allow me to tell you that I'm definitely going to be, let me see. My phone I'm getting thousands of messages here. Okay. Okay. I've actually received messages from 4 different agents in Kenya, from Kenya. And KBM, I've seen your message. Afya mtu ni muhimu. Your health is everything. But I understand. And even like when I was looking at that picture, it's like it was like she said, you know what, I give up. Na na pia alipokuwa akiongea she told this particular person that are, I'm going, if I make it, I'll see you in Kenya. But then she told her, if I don't make it, take care of my kids. I thank God for this, and for bringing the facts to life. I had a lot of questions yesterday. I had a lot of questions, man. I had too many questions. Nilikuwa na maswali mingi sana. Akuna watu wawili, 2 kids. She has left 2 kids. May her family be at peace. Will, I want to make a clarification again. You see, that's a good thing about unaona comment ya Will. She was taken to the office on Tuesday. So they didn't keep her there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 3 months, 4 months, 8 months kama hizi places zingine. No, that didn't happen. They didn't keep her in the office. So that part is clarified. Yeah. The oldest one I call class 8. Any questions that you have, unaweza ukauliza, we can do a Q&A right now. As we wind up. Thank you again for tuning in to the Vote TV, Rauka na Vote TV Breakfast Show. The Damari Osita story, clarifying or revealing the cause of her death. Ruth Mwangi, welcome. I wish, anyway, I'll try to find out. Kwa sababu I want to know exactly what kind of medication she was using. Nimetry kuangalia kama naweza nikaona hapa nikiwa hapa. I've been trying to even use some different softwares to look at the name, kujua alikuwa anampatia cream gani. But this never worked out. I wish kama kuna mtu ange, you got some doctors, or if there's anyone who can just look at that thing and be like, okay, this is what she was using. Lakini hii ilikuwa ni cream. And that's what she was applying. Ukiangalia, if you look at the face, you see here, you can see. Oh, that picture gave me goosebumps. That picture gave me goosebumps. Lena Segoi, remember I was calling the brother while I was actually wakati familia yake tuliweza kuipata last night to yesterday tukiwa na while I was still on air with Njeri. I called the brother like about 4, 5, 6 times, but since he was not available, I think at that point alikuwa na get so many phone calls. I've already sent my statement Vote TV on his WhatsApp with all the information. Kumbuka kuna watu wengi sana, my folks there are some folks in Kisii that have also been following up with kuna the WhatsApp group ya Waluya, and there was one person who was live and they confirmed that they have already contacted the family. So, but from here, that's what I did. That's what I did yesterday. And like I'm telling you, when I found the message, when I was told she has died, I'm telling you, I just backed off. I just went to sleep. I blacked out. And at that point, I was like, why? How did this happen? Why? How can they do this? What happened? I still had 1,000 questions, but all that has been confirmed. Look at the comments of my sister Beth is there, Akiwa Qatar, telling you, also giving you instructions and how to be cautious when handling all these chemicals and all stuff like that. Yes, Antiwa Norway. That's true. The cream was just healing the outside part. Yeah. That did not help. Okay. Now, talk about the cream. Alikuwa anasema kwamba hiyo cream ilikuwa inamchoma, akijipaka hivi alikuwa nasikia inamchoma kabisa. So that one I confirmed as well. And so ukiangalia hii picha unaona that's what she was applying. Unaona hii ukiangalia hii, especially this picture, naangalia mapua imefura, huku macho imefura, mdomo imefura. You see this? But this is when everything was at its last stage. So to the office in Saudi Arabia, of course, I'm sure you guys are dealing with the authorities. The consulate in Dubai jumped on the case right away. They started coordinating with the Saudi embassy, and I'm sure everything will come out. And if I get any new report from the authorities, then of course I will communicate that here on Vote TV. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. That was the Raukana Vote TV breakfast show. I'm your host, Nelson Muriuki. Remember, today's show is live streaming on 6 platforms concurrently. If you're new here, like this broadcast, share this broadcast. We'll be back with more. Today, I'm going to do a detailed report on the Dr. Alfred Mutua visit in Saudi Arabia and the outcome of his trip, what he has said, and we'll check the facts. Is this going to work out? Is this just Makelele? We'll do a complete breakdown of what was said and what he has released after the meeting. Remember, Vote TV primetime shows are live streaming 24 hours. Check the channel. Wadoidi, I want you to be very, very, just keep on checking on the upcoming live streams which are running here on Vote TV. Mkona kazi. Wewe, Jane Chege, mkona kazi. Okay? Antiwa Norway, thank you. This is Africa. Bye-bye to all the viewers. Bye-bye. God bless you. And see you in my next broadcast. Have a good day.